Hi, this is David, and I am going to give you a tour today of our base where I've been staying the last 3 months and where I've been having my primary health care classes and where we've been doing worship, where we've been eating, and you will see a little bit of where we've been, where I've been. And here we go. So this is the back entrance to the base. It is where we had our morning tea. In the mornings we would have tea, and this is the table where we would have snacks and tea around 9:30 in the morning, and we would just fellowship and have a great time. Over here, it's kind of dark, but I will turn the light on. It is where our classroom has been. And as you can see, we're packing for outreach. On Tuesday, we leave for Africa. But this is where we've been having our classes. Now it's my desk. I still have a couple things on there. This is where we've been learning all about primary health care and how to make it simple and how to bring it to people in other countries. The country we're going to is Africa, and the first country we're going to is right here. It's Zambia, and that is Central Africa, as you can see. And then you can't really tell, but this is Sudan. Now, in a more current map, it is split in half, and we are going to South Sudan, which is next to Ethiopia. So first Zambia, and then South Sudan. So as you can see, Central Africa and a little more North Africa. And then there are times when we would be sitting on this couch and listening to teachings from this table. This is where we did some teachings that we were preparing as students. The students would prepare teachings and give them, and that's where we would do it. This is where we would have intercession at times. Intercession is where we would pray and hear from God about outreach or about anything. And we would sit in these couches at multiple times and really pray and ask God, what do you have for us that day? What does outreach look like? What is going on? And, we would really have a good time of prayer. Over here is where we got mail. That's just a practical thing where we got mail. Next, I'm going to go into the next building. As you will see, I'm going to pause it here, and you will see what's going on in the next building. As you can see, there's a place outside for us to sit, and we'd be able to sit outside and study or just hang out. And just a little bit of what everything looks like. Okay, we are in the main building. This is where we would have worship, just couches and different, but we would have base worship here with everybody, and it's been some of the most incredible times I've had throughout this entire school, is just being able to come around the stage and really worship. It's a little dark, but this is where we would have dinner and lunch, and you can't really see, well, you could see kind of. This is where we would eat all our meals, and for the last 3 months, we've been also helping out with dinner dishes. There's the kitchen. You can't really see it because it's locked. But this is where we would be doing our dinner dishes, helping out, set up for dinner, helping break down from dinner, and that's what we all had jobs to do while we were in there. We would mix them up, but this is where we would help out and really get things done. And then there's this outside seating area where you could sit outside. It's just an awesome place, and this is just where we would eat. In this building, it's another building, we moved the table and we did some clinics in here. We did eye clinics where we would check your eyes to see how good or bad they are, because we're going to be giving glasses away when we're on outreach to people who come to the clinics, get their eyes checked, and we get to be able to see which strength reading glasses or as they call them here, sunnies or sunglasses, and what kind of prescription or non and you know, this is where we did our clinics. It was so awesome to be able to do it here. This is another room where we had worship. It's called the Fishbowl. It was, again, this is where I heard God really speak to me about taking a leap of faith and to go on outreach, and also to have faith like a mustard seed so I can basically trust God for the finances. This is where God spoke to me a couple times, and it was so impactful to my journey here. This is the library. I have taken a couple books out and started reading one, which is good for me because I don't normally read. That's where I wrote my school book report, and God really spoke to me here too, because I wrote that book report within a couple hours. Normally book reports take me a long time, but sitting here I was able to just get it done. As you can see, me and my one-on-one sat here and did our little time together. Every week I had a one-on-one with somebody, and she was one of my school leaders, and we got to really talk about how that week was going, on how just really where God is talking to me, leading me, things I'm struggling with. I got to be really open with her, and it's going to be awesome to be able to do that again on outreach. But again, the library. Okay, this is outside the front of the base. As you can see, across from us, you can't really tell, but you can see some of the ramps. This is where we would catch the train to either go to the beach, go into town, or even go to the mall to go shopping. We would walk up that ramp there and go over, and it was free to go to the city on the train, which was really awesome because it just gave us that freedom to either take the bus or take the train. The train is one of my favorite things here. On the other side of this walkway, there is a huge park where we did evangelism. That is where I led the 14-year-old back to Christ, and that's where me and one of the other girls from our class spoke to a Sri Lankan man and really impacted him and told him about Christ. But as you can see, that's where the trains are, and yeah, this is just the front of the base. I'm gonna go and show you the sign, and so you can see it and get a little idea of where I have been. See? As you can see, Youth with a Mission. I'm just gonna give you, see, there's the train.